Dear God, thank you for looking after our school. Thank you that you love each and every one of us here. Help us to learn and share together so that the wonderful world you have made becomes more beautiful every day. Amen.
Amen. So, how's your weekend? That's good to know. Have you enjoyed your weekends? Okay. So now, please give your student number, okay? We will check the attendance. Let us start with student number 1. Okay, no one's absent. That's great. Okay, it's time for review. So, what is the last topic or lesson that we discussed last meeting? Anyone, do you remember? Yes? Very good. So, what is essay? Okay, essay is much shorter and less systematic and formal than a dissertation or a thesis, and usually dealing with its subject from a limited and often personal point of view. Okay, do you understand, class, the last topic that we discussed? Any questions? Any clarifications? Okay, no? Okay, before we start our lesson, I have an activity. You will do an activity. First activity for today, okay? So, the direction for your activity is group yourselves into 4 groups. I will assign one topic or picture you will describe that can be seen in the PowerPoint presentation later, okay? After you saw the picture assigned to your group, describe and discuss the picture based on your own understanding or opinion, on your point of view, okay? By writing in a cartolina or Manila paper that provided by me, by your teacher. Afterwards, the leader of the group will present to the class, in front of the class. Do you understand, class? So this is for your activity. I will give you 10 minutes to 15 minutes to answer your activity. Based on your activity, what do you observe? Yes. Very good. It is about emotions. That's great idea. So, that's pretty close to our topic for you. It is related to our topic. So, emotions can be reactions to internal stimuli, such as thoughts or memories or events that occur in our environment. So, do you have any idea what is narrative? Yes. A narrative is a way of presenting connected events in order to tell a good story. How about personal narrative? Do you have any idea, opinion about personal narrative? A personal narrative is a story about yourself, and great personal narrative essay topics include experiences you've had, people you know, your reactions to books or other writing, and many other options. A personal narrative essay is about a personal experience, so you should write it in the first person. However, in a narrative essay, you tell a story often about a personal experience, but you also make a point, so the purpose is not only to tell an entertaining tale, but also to expound yourselves or own story that you know about other people or your family or your friends. Do you understand, class? What is personal narrative essay? Do you understand? Okay. So, this is one of the example of narrative essay. Please read the narrative essay example, okay? And afterwards, you will do an activity. The direction of activity is in the narrative essay example above. See if you can pull out the moral or theme of that narrative essay. Write your answer on your notebook, okay? Do you understand? Are we clear? After you answer the activity, please watch the video that I will play. Are you already done, class? Okay. This is the video presentation. Please watch. Please listen very carefully.
Hi everyone and welcome to my class. In this video, you will learn how to write a personal narrative. A personal narrative is a story about yourself. It includes interesting details and experiences you've had. So, are you ready? Let's get started. The first step is to brainstorm your ideas. So, choose the right topic. Keep in mind that you want the reader to be fascinated. So, choose a topic that has lots of interesting details. Think about a significant story from your life. Think about a time when you had to face an obstacle or a challenge. Think about happy moments or sad moments, or some funny things that you did. Brainstorm your ideas using a suitable graphic organizer. Include these questions in your graphic organizer because answering certain questions is necessary to engage your reader. Start your introduction paragraph with something that grabs the reader's attention. There are so many ways to do so. You can ask a question. Have you ever been to the bottom of the sea before? You can write a joke or something funny that happened to you. You can surprise the reader with a shocking fact. I tried to overcome my fear of the possibility of bumping into a cat. Yes, I have an intense fear of cats. Tell the reader how the experience you will be talking about have changed you. Over a month, I went from being terrified of the deep side of the pool to loving how I feel in water. Or, my first mountain hiking experience turned out to be the most terrifying experience of my life. Then, set the scene by answering the questions when, where, and who. Last month, Mary and I had our first scuba diving experience in the Pacific Ocean. When, where, and who. The body paragraph should focus on the details you want to get across. So answer the question, what happened? List the order in which things occurred. Write down what happened at the beginning, at the middle, and at the end of the event. And focus on describing the events, the characters, and the setting. The concluding paragraph ties together the entire essay. Share your feelings, or what have you learned or realized from this experience. This experience taught me a lot about myself and my fears. I certainly plan to repeat this experience at some point. I might always carry the fear with me, but I will never forget this day. The second step is to write the draft and revise it. Write the 3 paragraphs. Start with the introduction. Then, write your body paragraph. Use the sentences you wrote in the brainstorm sheet and include emotions. Add your personal feelings, how you felt during different times with a story. For example, I could feel my heart beats fast. I was so enthusiastic to begin this day. I was very cautious about answering the door. It's a moment I'll never forget. Use transition words to relate ideas and sentences, and use chronological transition words to describe the sequence of events. First, next, then, and last. Insert some dialogue between you and other characters in the story. Add quotation marks around the speaker's exact word. "Where are we going?" I exclaimed. "We can't go for a vacation," Laura cried. And don't forget to include in your writing lots of sensory details to connect the reader to the scene you're describing. Show, but do not tell. The place was slightly lit by a lantern. My eyes widened and sparkled as I heard the news. Use a variety of sentence structures. Include compound and complex sentences. Then end your essay with the concluding paragraph, and use transition words that signal the end of your essay. The third step is to edit your writing. If a sentence is not related, get rid of it and make sure all words are spelled correctly, proper nouns are capitalized, you started your sentence with capital letters, and the punctuation marks are used correctly. Now it's the final step. Publish your writing and share it with the world. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.
Do you enjoy the video that you watched? So let's move on. Personal narrative essay, tell a vivid story, usually from one person's viewpoint. A person or a personal narrative essay uses all the story elements. What are the elements of personal narrative essay? Anyone? Very good. The elements are beginning, middle, and ending, as well as plot, characters, setting, and climax, bringing them together to complete the story. How about which of the elements is the focus? Also, the focus of personal narrative essay is the plot, which is told with enough detail to build to a climax. Do you have any tips on writing personal narrative essay? Share your ideas, class. When writing a narrative essay, remember that you are sharing sensory and emotional details with the reader. Your words need to be vivid and colorful to help the reader feel the same feelings as you do. Narrative essay usually written in the first person, but the third person perspective may also be used. Okay, now find your partner and use your mind to think about your most memorable life experiences that you had. Okay, write or draw your experiences in a sheet of paper. Number 1 to 5. In your own thoughts, what do you think that the personal narrative essay are popular due to their easy to digest format? What do you think? Explain your answer. Are you awake, class? Okay. We have here a last activity for today. Complete the acronym of each letter narrative essay. Afterwards, create your own based on your own experiences or story of others that you know. Follow the elements that discussed earlier. Is that clear? Do you understand? Are you sure? Okay. Please do your activity. Are you done answering your activity, class? Okay. For your assignment, answer the following questions. Number 1, what is descriptive essay? Number 2, what are the elements? Number 3, why is it important? So that 3 questions is your assignment to be passed next meeting. Okay? Thank you, class, for listening. I hope you learned from me. See you next week. Bye!